Well, good day and welcome once again to Moments with Dr. Steve. I'm Dr. Steve Bonenberger, and we are grateful that you welcome and receive us and then invite us into your universe. Our universe is one of intelligent care. Our universe is one of creative power. Our universe is one of thoughtful construction. We are determined to build a community of millions of creatives because we believe this is the hour when creatives reign and win. And we believe that you're a part of that. Now, on this day, we get to work through one of my great novel series called Through Gates of Fire, and we're in volume one and just starting our adventure of discussion and deep dive, and we're in the Wingless Flight volume and edition. Now, if you want to get a copy, and I hope you do, go to saintalegius.org, saintalegius.org. Leave us a note, but for a small contribution that helps us spread the message around the world, you can pick up a copy and join the conversation. Now, today we're going to talk about what is a former drunkard to do. Post the encounter, post the healing, the God encounter. What is a former drunkard to do? What are you supposed to be about here? Well, in the work that I do, the session work, the intense internal battle scenes are so real and so visceral. You have in the octagons that I fight in, the practitioner, that'd be the one that represents healing and soul adventure. That is really, if you will, kind of the protagonist. And then you have the participant, and that's the one that brings folly in a variety of forms and shapes and sizes, and they're also the protagonist. And both of them can be the antagonist in the story. The conflicts, large and small and medium-sized, but always consequential. They come into the octagon, and the others, the harmed folk whose presence is felt but whose bodies are presently absent, they're certainly in the octagon. And then the soul shredders, those internal destructive agents that by nature are relentless and constant and oh so caustic in their capacity to return and to nudge and urge the participant to seek and do harm. This is my work. I'm not alone. Pastors and lay leaders and healers and practitioners and therapists and addiction counselors and marriage and relationship mediators and psychologists and psychiatrists and medical practitioners, et al. And on and on and on. The healing community seeks to devise ways to first engage the battle, and then this means directly invoke the presence of God, win some of the internal raging fires, to douse them. Tommy, in Through Gates of Fire, Volume 1, Tommy, the adoptive father of the baby Flash Bastion, the messianic character who has arrived, returns, meaning Tommy does, from his God encounter with this intensive internal battle raging. The fire is out of control. His soul is brimming and overflowing with froth that such encounters multiply. But now he's confronted with himself again. He's reminded of who he really is. He's a worthless bum. He has no job. He has no work. He lives on the borrowed generosity of those caring few who help his family, principally because of his doting and loving wife. He's a penniless drunk, a man who swills vodka and gin like children eat cotton candy at fairs and street carnivals. He's a discarded one, a man that few tolerate his stench and certainly disdain his vulgarities. He gasps, "I cannot do this. I cannot care for a child." And then he ponders and contemplates returning to what is familiar for him, which is the drunken state of inebriation. But God quiets his soul. God is in the soul quieting business. That's his specialty. God delivers to him soon the Daily Code. The Daily Code is one of my personal masterpieces, and in our next segment, We will dive deep into Through Gates of Fire and examine the daily code, but that's a few days away because we have a sequence that we build here. For now, for those of you who are walking into the untitled and untilled and unknown world of improvements, take heart. Light then finds you. We're building a global cultural conversation. Head over to stlegis.org, drop us a note, tell us of your struggles. We love listening. Till next time, I'm Dr. Steve Bonenberger, and this is Moments with Dr. Steve. Travel far.